Hello Physical Fiends, it is Jordan here with another quick discounts video. All games mentioned in this video are linked down below in the description and pinned comment, and any purchase made massively helps support me and this channel in the best way possible. Thank you so much. And all discounts are correct at the time of me making this video, although many of them are due to expire by the end of the weekend, so don't hang about. Firstly, let's start with a mix of Video Games Plus and PMP games. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered. VGP have the standard edition on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5 for just $21 US, which is a peach of a price to jump on board. And if you really fancy a bargain, they've also dropped the deluxe editions on both Switch and PlayStation 5 to just $35 American dollars. This deluxe edition includes a really nice steel book, a soundtrack CD, baby, and an art book. It would be silly not to pick that edition. And the games included are fantastic as well. Great action-adventure games for the time. Many people felt they were more mature, a well-written type of 3D Zelda game, and from what I've played so far, I agree. The Thing Remastered is a similar sort of situation, available on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5. The standard edition is down to $21 US, and there is a deluxe edition for $35, which again is a perfect jumping on board price. The box art on the collector's edition is a lot more impactful, like you see the giant, desolate Antarctic continent. It makes you feel very isolated. And this deluxe edition comes with a steel book, a movie poster, and a couple of other inessential things. I think the deluxe edition is less good than the Legacy of Kain one, but definitely pick it up if you have the cash, and you'll get a really interesting squad-based survival horror game, surprisingly good for a licensed tie-in. ININ Games have 9 of their games discounted to just $14 each, American dollars. They've been down this low before, at least most of them have, but if you didn't see them before, now would be a good time to hoover some of them up, especially if you need to get over that free shipping threshold. Here they all are on screen, and honestly, for the price, I can happily recommend all of them, aside from maybe Boulder Dash, the last one, mainly because, well, I haven't played it, and the art style looks absolutely appalling, like it's truly offensive on the eyes, but perhaps the gameplay is solid. I don't know. I can't vouch for it. If you have played it, let me know. If you're a shmup collector, you definitely need to pick up Cotton Reboot, Darius Burst, and maybe Air Twister. Beat 'em up fans will probably enjoy Slaps and Beans 2 and Jitsu Squad, even though in terms of pacing, they are light years apart. One is a slower, more considered experience, while the other has just downed a couple of Monster Energy drinks. And of course, Wonder Boy, it's a double pack, a remake and the original game in one cartridge. Both good. Turrican is okay if you don't fancy shelling out like $70 for the 2-volume edition with all the bonus games and variations. If you just want the basic games, then it's not bad. And Roots Double is a fantastic drama-filled visual novel if you're into that sort of thing. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster is down to $29 once again. I'm sorry, but I'm passionate about these two JRPGs and this series, and I would love to make them have a proper comeback, like a big budget comeback. I'm not talking about the mobile game, or maybe even just a port of the other games. Yeah, even 4. We can all suffer in this decade too. And in this package, you get 2 fantastic JRPGs with some of the best political intrigue stories that money can buy. You get loads of characters and they get everything just right. If you want it, PMP Games also have it discounted to this price too on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5. Red Dead Redemption on Nintendo Switch. Now, this is not technically a discount because a few weeks back, the game got a new MSRP, down to $22 US. Forever. It's a new price. Originally it was like $50, right, or something like that. Well, now distribution rights have shifted back from Nintendo to Rockstar internally, so there are fewer hands to feed, and it's been out long enough that it's been deemed worthy of an incredibly enticing price. Even I want it at $22. You are not going to get a better open world masterpiece on the Switch for this price, at least, you know. Definitely pick it up now if you've never played it before. Final Fantasy 1-6 Anniversary Collection is down to $42 US on both Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5. This is about the same price between P&P Games and VGP, and this is incredible. It just keeps getting cheaper. That is $7 a pop per classic JRPG, 3 of which I would say are essential all-timers. JRPG fans, if you claim to be a JRPG fan, you need to have played like 4, 5, and 6. The earlier 3 are well worth it, for checking out the genre's origins, but the latter 3 hold up immensely, even to this day. Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven is $25 at VGP and $26 at P&P Games. Again, this is a really great value on both PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch. I believe there was something about like a Nintendo Switch 2 upgrade, or did I imagine that? I don't know, let me know below. Anyways, even despite that, if you're still looking for a fantastic remake, like undeniably, there's always that debate, like is it a port? Is it a remaster? Is it a remake? No, there's no debate here. It is a complete remake, reimagining of the Super Famicom game, and I hope they tackle 3 next in terms of a remake. Alright, let's move on to Play Asia. They've got just some discounts that have caught my eye. Final Fantasy IX, I think in response to the announcement of the North American physical release of Final Fantasy IX, they've realized the gravy train is probably over for the very well-selling Asian physical release, and they're popping the price down to lower than the North American pre-order. They're now selling it for $35. Not that much of a difference, but still, maybe worth considering. Psikyo Shooting Library Volume 1. It's not a huge bargain, okay, it's at $28 for this Japanese release, but that is much better than what the Western version is going for, also known as Shooting Stars Alpha, and there is a bit of a worry about these game collections because they are all being delisted from Steam for whatever reason, and maybe the same could happen for consoles. So maybe a good time to pick it up for a decent price if you're worried about that. Super Robot Wars Y is not a bargain by any means at $60, but the game only just came out, and between you and me, I can clearly see from my affiliate earnings, this game did not sell well, at least compared to the usual Super Robot Wars games, which is a shame, but I think they realized that and have taken $10 off already. $60 is not cheap, but it is surprising it's gone down so quickly. Finally, if you are in the UK, you may want to check out shop2.net. I've linked them below as well. The Messenger is 22 quid, which is an excellent price, especially compared to the price the game used to be going for prior to this re-release. Remember, this retail release also comes with the DLC content, which is pretty significant. If you want a Ninja Gaiden game mixed with a Metroidvania, then this will be an essential purchase since it gets both gameplay styles just right and it looks absolutely fabulous at the same time. Graveyard Keeper Undead Edition is a very nice price for a game that I was really hoping would eventually get a physical release. 22 quid it's now down to, and I think this contains most but not all of the DLC, but at least it has all that's actually on the Switch. The premise may be better than the execution, but if you are looking for an alternative to your Stardew Valley, then maybe give it a pop. 22 quid, definitely worth it at that price. Hello Neighbour Bundle is 21 quid, which is a nice cheap price for 2 games, 2 spin-offs of the famous franchise that really tries its hardest to stay relevant. Kind of feels like a washed out cousin compared to the like Five Nights at Freddy's or whatever, but at least you get a bit of variety here, and 21 quid, that maybe is worth a punt. Those are some discounts that have caught my eye. Which ones are you interested in? Any purchase made via the links in the description, I thank you kindly from the bottom of my heart. And of course, if you are new here and you enjoy physical video games, then you owe it to yourself to subscribe. I will be happy, you will be happy, the industry will be happy because, you know, the bigger this channel is, the more publishers may pay attention to the demand for physical media. So subscribe and watch some of the videos on the screen right now, and most of all, have a fantastic weekend. You deserve it.